2, and here's Modi. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
It is so early. Oh my God.
Good morning.
It's so early. Wow.
I'm caffeinated and angry.
Yes, that's your new podcast?
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to Caffeinated and Angry. No, we're taping on at 9. Well, wow, it's 10:30, 10:45, and
But we've been here for an hour.
Yeah, because there was a delay. It doesn't matter. Why did we decide to do this so early?
Because the studio is booked.
No, the reason I said okay to this was because our building is being pinged.
Oh.
I mean, as if living in Manhattan wasn't hard enough with the streets disgusting and rats and the garbage and the whole thing. Our building now, it's a brick building, so they're checking for every brick to make sure that it's solid. So the way they do, they go up on the sides with that platform, and these two men are just like...
No, but like the headboard is here, and there's two men like 2 feet away, like with a drill, like...
I don't understand.
So like the brick is
on.
laid out like this: brick, brick, space, brick,
Yeah.
and in between has that concrete that holds them together. So they drill in that to see if the bricks are loose.
And if they're loose, they pop it out and put a new one in.
In concept, it's ridiculous because they're putting holes in the building,
Right,
to make sure. It would make it even crazier, but they do it. It's almost every foot of the building, and it is so. And it's a power drill.
It's so loud you can't be in the apartment.
It's so loud the whole building shakes.
They've been doing this for weeks.
Yeah.
I feel
They've been doing
like.
it for weeks, and now they're on our floor and our section, and it is so crazy, and you can't function. I had to cancel a Zoom meeting. I had to cancel a Zoom interview for something, and it's just so
really inhospitable.
It is so crazy. And yesterday, Leo asked me, what are you looking forward to in the next 6 months? And believe it or not, it's Florida.
Hell yeah.
Just looking forward to getting our asses down to Florida.
I have a quick just housekeeping thing.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So there is a page on Instagram called official_podcast_page. With their name listed as Modi Rosenfeld. Their profile picture is the logo of this podcast, and it's basically claiming to be us. They've followed 3,898 people. To my knowledge, they've messaged several of you, and I just want to publicly state here that we have no affiliation with that account, and any messages you're receiving from them are not coming from us. And if you could please report it, that would be great.
Don't send money. Whatever you do, not
don't send money
to them.
Don't send nudes. Don't send pictures. Don't send
your feet.
Yeah,
your feet.
I just wanted to put that out there. Why are people so insane, Periel?
I really don't know. I feel like I've become like totally unhinged this morning.
No,
Why?
I keep telling Modi I'm continually perplexed and flabbergasted at people's behavior.
First of all, we got so many crazy messages
About the Holocaust Museum.
Yes.
Oh, I'm ready to go into this.
We got you don't.
I did see. Don't tell me I don't see my
but-
messages. I see my messages.
No, I texted you. I said, Periel, you have to delete some of these comments.
I did.
But on hers.
Well, it was a co-post that we did about the
Co-post.
a collab. It was a collab.
It was a compost.
We composted.
We composted. We
On the
composted,
Instagrams.
composted.
But then I diffused the situation
How?
because I said somebody made a comment like that they couldn't believe I was laughing at the Holocaust.
Yeah, because
People
they're
are so
stupid.
People are just
humor is really lost on some people.
They don't focus, and they don't. And it happens to me too. But I would never put a comment.
Yeah, because you're
I
not
read
stupid.
parts of stuff, and I don't get it, and I just leave it. And the little cat goes, read it again. And I go, oh, okay.
I don't say
people
it's so
are just
mean.
seeing Holocaust Museum and you laughing, and not the joke and the.
There's
And
this
again, I
thing
always
called
say
humor.
it's always important to mention Holocaust Museum, even if it's in a joke, so people hear the word Holocaust Museum and they Google it and they visit.
Okay. But to recap, we posted this clip from the podcast of you talking about your Holocaust Museum bit. And the amount
And we
of
mentioned
people,
Marjorie Taylor Greene,
You mentioned
and that's
Marjorie
what
Taylor
set
Greene.
them off.
And the amount of Jewish people rushing to Marjorie Taylor Greene's defense on this post was gross and sickening. And Marjorie Taylor Greene would be the first to put you guys all back on trains. Let's be clear.
Guys.
I would be on the train. I would be on
Marjorie
the train.
Taylor Greene would be the first one to put us on trains right after you.
No, I'm on the train
You
too,
are
for
right
sure.
there.
I'm for sure on the train.
Are you kidding me?
If it were up to Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's publicly stated that the United States of America should be a theocracy, that it should be a Christian-run country, that all of the elected officials should be Christian people. Like she doesn't give a shit about Jewish people.
Leo showed me who she has as her opening act when
Oh
she
my
goes on
God.
the road.
I sent
Some
you him.
insane guy who literally says that the Talmud should be pissed on.
Yeah, this is who she's
that's who
touting
she's-
around on her press
And
tours.
Jews are running to her defense. Ew.
Everyone just the lack of critical thinking, like, oh, they're pro-Israel, so they could say anything they want, and I'm gonna rush to their defense on the internet.
Here's the thing.
Yes, let's hear this.
Lobotomize yourself.
No. The thing is don't rush to make assumptions because you look really, really
Stupid.
ignorant. Number
Stupid.
one. And what I wrote back to this person, and then they were like, I'm sorry, they apologized, which is a very good example of me, diffusing a situation.
Rather than escalating it,
Right, exactly.
reference your children's school.
I don't know if I escalate, but my tolerance level for bullshit is pretty low.
Oh, mine is
Leo,
plummeted.
but Leo, like the amount I feel like let stuff just like roll.
You can be pretty zen. You can be pretty zen.
No, he's very zen.
I've also seen him not be zen. But my tolerance in general
Is very low.
has plummeted. I feel like it was at a normal level, like just like a normal kind of like this is a normal human's baseline. Mine is now in the negatives, like down here.
But it's something innate. It's in your genes too, because your sisters are the same way.
Well, we're just angry.
Very angry, Irishy.
No, we're not angry. We just
and very with
but
that,
not for
with
no
that.
reason.
His sister also when we have dinner with her, his sister works in the school board, something, and she works with other people. And when they don't do their job right, I said to her this, and she said, "But I knew you have an email saying 3:30, and it was that." They can't tolerate
it's not
anybody
unwarranted.
else's.
It's just if you're dumb, don't waste my time, and like don't say things that don't make sense, and don't defend Marjorie Taylor Greene. I will.
Do not come over here defending Marjorie Taylor Greene because Leo will
like you've got to
shred
be fucking
you.
kidding me.
Wait,
like,
could we discuss the fact that this whole Nancy Pelosi's husband thing
Horrible.
has had a gay angle to it?
It is
now?
giving House of Cards.
No.
At first it was giving House of Cards.
House of Cards.
When I first heard that he was attacked and could possibly die, in my mind, the first thought was, oh, Nancy needs to take him out because he is just... all of his stock picks are
because he's driving drunk all around Napa Valley. That's
that
why.
never mind that,
true?
but more is and this is I could care less about Nancy and her husband, but if you follow some news, it says that his stock picks are always in alliance with whatever the government does not approve or approves.
Yeah, it's called insider trading.
Like if ABC stock gets approved by the government, he buys it a week before because Nancy says by ABC we're going to pass that law that allows them to make this drug or whatever. So I figured he got caught. Nancy needs him out of the picture. But that was in my own. That was
Nancy's not smart enough to do that.
It's nothing I would say. And then all of a sudden, this whole gay angle that it's his lover.
No.
And Donald
That's just
Trump's,
what Fox News is
Donald
saying.
Trump's son is posting pictures of underwear and a hammer and saying it's his Halloween costume. It's just so crazy.
Something about the story is weird. I only read one article about it, but something about it is weird where the guy made it into the house and the guy Pelosi's husband had just enough time to call the police, but the guy still managed to bash his head in.
First
like-
of all, Donald Trump's son does not sound like he's inviting Mashiach with that sort
No,
of
he's not
No,
Messianic
no, it
energy.
is.
No.
And
There's
neither
a
are
lot
the
of
people
non-Mashiach
defending
happening
Marjorie
there.
Taylor Greene.
But I thought this like poor 82-year-old
82 years old,
guy
leave him alone.
he got attacked with a hammer. It was horrible. But now you guys are saying there's something like very sinister and Jeffrey Dahmer about this.
Not Jeffrey Dahmer.
Not Jeffrey Dahmer.
It's just something's
Kevin
weird.
Spacey?
How are
Kevin
you?
Spacey,
How are
House
you
of Cards.
a multi-millionaire in one of the richest enclaves of the country, in one of the most powerful positions in this country, and you have no security detail? You have no. You have no
Yeah,
security
how is
system.
Nancy's house
you
not
have
like-
no Doberman. You have no Rottweiler.
Dober-
I don't know what you need
I
to
don't
do.
think Jews have Rottweilers.
care.
or
She's not
Dobermans.
Jewish?
Yeah, she's not Jewish. She's Catholic.
She's Pelosi.
I thought he was Jewish.
Well, she's not.
Okay.
Is he
Okay.
Jewish?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Is
Maybe
he?
not.
Is it?
No, Kamala's husband is Jewish.
Okay.
Yeah, but he wasn't beaten with a hammer.
Not yet.
Oy.
That's not a threat, Secret Service. That's
Oh my
just me
God!
making
What
a
are you even
joke.
saying things like that for?
You look like you could be in the Secret Service right now,
I
by
am
the
in the
way.
Secret
Giving
Service.
Zelensky
This is my
today.
Zelensky outfit.
For everybody who's only listening.
What's up with it? We haven't heard from him in a while.
Poor thing. No one cares. No one gives a damn about
We've all
Ukraine
moved
anymore.
on. We've all moved on.
Poor guy, but he's still holding it up over there, and they're all going crazy in Russia, and it's the whole Europe
What's
is a
happened
mess.
since our last podcast? We were in Miami. Did we do one after that?
What happened? Oh, first of all, we got something else to talk about. So I posted a video. I officiated at my niece's wedding.
Oh yeah, this was very nice.
In full drag, the full cantor outfit, the full outfit,
rabbinical drag.
rabbinical drag, and
Love it.
the robe, the tallis. And I didn't wear the hat. I didn't do the hat, but
But you had it ready to go.
I did.
Why
have it ready
didn't
to
you
go.
wear the hat?
I didn't feel it.
You asked them. They said no.
No, they wanted it. I didn't
Oh.
want it.
It's a bit
the
much.
cantor hat thing. And so I always, at a wedding I do, invite someone to do the translation of the Birkat Kohanim, the blessings of the priestly benediction, the priestly blessings, which is not something done in most chuppahs, in most wedding ceremonies.
Okay.
I happen to love it, and I remember growing up, the cantor in our synagogue used to always do it, and it was a great thing, and it was a nice piece, and it sounds nice, and I like to sing it, and I always invite someone from the family to do the translation of it.
Okay.
And I have it written out, and I just hand it to them, and and this time I invited Leo to do it because
Hi.
and we did
C'est
it.
moi.
And of course, everybody had of all of the things I've posted, this had the most comments on it.
That's not true.
Really?
I mean, it got a
300,
lot.
400 something
It's
comments.
over 500
You're
comments now.
kidding.
Over 500 comments.
The engagement is through the roof.
Through the
Peria.
roof.
Very good for the algorithm.
It's cool. Oh, we are feeding the algorithm.
What were people saying?
First of all,
the gamut.
The gamut.
Go,
The-
please.
The
so
gamut.
beautiful. What a
Mostly
voice.
nice.
How lucky.
Mostly
Mazel tov.
nice.
And then, why would you be doing the Birkat Kohanim, the blessing of the priests, in the chuppah? It's not said anywhere. And I also, the wife buys a tallis for the talit,
Okay.
the prayer shawl for the husband.
Okay.
And when you do the priestly benediction in the thing, he put it on. So I put it on both of them.
Uh-oh.
It says so now people who didn't see it, when the guy making the video he scanned and you see her wearing it, but you don't see him in it.
'Cause the angle of the
So
camera,
then
it
why
looks
is
like
she wearing a tallis? Why is it that
A lot of people angry that I wasn't wearing socks.
Oh,
Leo
no.
wasn't wearing
Like
socks. He was just wearing
multiple comments about the
Gucci's.
socks.
And then somebody said something that you're not Jewish. And then somebody else said something. He knows more about Judaism
Yeah,
than
right.
most
Whoever-
Jews.
Thank you for that.
It's not that he's not Jewish. He's
Yeah.
Sephardic.
Yeah, people
He's
just
Sephardic. It's not Leo's not Jewish. He's Sephardic. That's the only thing, and they can't wrap their heads around that. I
you did a
cannot
very
believe the
good job.
amount of engagement.
No,
You guys
because
looked
people-
very handsome, which was really the only thing I was concerned
people
about.
didn't know that you. Well, people were just very surprised by your beautiful, beautiful singing voice.
Oh,
answer.
And in my face at the end of the video, I'm like,
Oh no!
'cause you hit
I
a
hit
note.
some
You hit a
note.
note, and I was like,
I
damn.
went like, I went, shalom, right? And Leo's like, Leo's got his little translation. He's ready to translate, and he goes, like this, like
I was like, damn, Mariah
like
Carey
that.
over here.
And then it was very funny. And then it
Old
was
Testament Tina Turner over here.
so that was something that happened since last podcasted. We
went to Miami,
did we?
and they had kosher food for the people.
Oh my God, we did the Miami Improv and they brought kosher food for the people.
Let me say something.
Yes.
I work with a lot of people in the comedy clubs who book the clubs, who run the clubs, and among the best I've ever encountered is Melissa at the Miami Improv. She is a saint.
After the Comedy Cellar. But it's not the same beast.
The Comedy Cellar is in a different league.
Another league, and it's
But
not a whole
Melissa
thing.
at the Miami Improv is the sweetest, nicest, most competent,
Right.
organized person. When I saw her, when we walked in, I saw her from across the room, and I said, because we were doing sound check, so
Right.
I was on the mic, and you were sitting in the audience, so you could hear it. And when I saw her walk into the venue, I said, "Is that Melissa sent from above?" Like, she was just walking. She had ordered special kosher food for
That's
the
so
night,
nice.
And
so that people could eat.
ate there like, wow. They all ordered the kosher burger, like a vegan burger they had
Like a
there.
veggie burger, like
they were eating so much.
Why
But
are
from,
they
like, a
eating?
kosher
I thought
supplier.
we don't like it when they eat.
It's a comedy club. It's different.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a-
Okay. I
yeah.
got you.
the
That's
shows were
different.
great, and unfortunately, the guy videotaping it sucked.
No.
No.
He didn't suck. I will defend him a little bit. One, we changed the lighting on him at the last minute for the first show, so it was overexposed. And then he moved the camera for the second show, and someone knocked it over
Well, why didn't he pick it up?
Well, yeah,
because he happened to have not been. He
No.
was.
yeah.
He tried his best.
I need to. You know how we have my contracts for this has to happen, that has to happen. No food, no that. The next guy we do with the camera, he stays by the camera the entire
Okay.
show.
No, you're right. It's-
Even though the camera is a steady camera and just needs to be put on.
Yeah, that's
he has
insane.
to man that camera from beginning to end and make sure that whatever light thing is. Don't they know how to read what's inside there? Those little numbers that are inside the screen that they see. No, that's your job. You were hired to film this comedian. Point your camera, hit the buttons that all need to be in the right thing. These cameras are so advanced, and you should know how to use your camera.
It's a fair point.
No,
It's an absolutely fair point.
Yeah,
it's
so we
happened a
didn't-
few times.
It's happened more than once where
where the shows were amazing, and at the end, the guy sends us the thing, and you can't hear anything.
No,
yeah,
that's
it's really crazy.
One of them
night.
was was at Gotham, but
Anyway, yeah,
no, that's actually a nightmare.
it's infuriating.
But it was very sweet that they got kosher food. The shows were sold out, packed. It was two in a row. 2 in a row shows is not
Yeah,
a
you did
joke.
a matinee and an 8 o'clock.
A matinee,
A 5 o'clock matinee
show.
and an 8 o'clock show.
Wow.
Yeah, and I do. I only bring. Well, actually, they brought a host and a feature.
Which moving forward, also we're moving up. We don't need
yeah,
that. At Mohegan Sun, you'll be the host and the feature.
I'll host. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, good.
Although also a tiny bit terrified.
Why?
It's gonna be fun.
Modi
It's
scared
gonna
me.
be- I'm not scared at all. I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier.
I'm so excited.
Again, I tell you, it's not. It's. What you do on stage is one thing, but don't forget, we have 3 days to hang out.
I know.
I'd rather hang out with a comedian who's not as veteran and just somebody we can hang with than somebody we can't hang with for 3 days, but for the 15 minutes that they're on stage, they're good.
Well, I am going to be good.
I didn't
Why
say
does
you're
he
not
keep
gonna-
saying
I
that?
know you're gonna be good.
I know you're gonna be good. You're gonna be better than good.
Thank you.
It's exactly your audience. I think It's middle-aged women gambling to relieve their. It's going to be a good
Is
one.
it? That
Isn't
is
it?
my
Sorry, I
audience.
just burped into the
Yeah,
mic.
I think
So
so
like
too.
me,
Yeah.
I told you, or I didn't tell you, but the last time I really spent time in a casino was when we were talking about Vegas before the show,
Right.
when we had 4 hours to kill because nobody was in the studio. Love you guys.
Why is everything so difficult?
It's not. It's not difficult.
And my friend had been picked up by some guy. We're in Vegas. I was going to the Liberace Museum. This is many, many years ago. And he gave her $5,000 to gamble, which I guess is like something people do in Las Vegas. You haven't been yet, but they just like
I'll be
throw.
there soon.
You'll be the judge of this.
Yeah.
And she wound up going upstairs with him, and I won't get graphic on the
Yeah,
show.
let's-
I just said I'm not getting graphic.
Okay.
And she woke up next to him and thought that she had fallen asleep next to a hairy woman
Ew.
Ew.
because she was so drunk.
But
Ew.
what happened to the $5,000?
She gambled it away in like three minutes.
You're kidding.
Oh,
No,
I'm
people
not
have
gambling.
You see, I don't do the gambling.
I'm not
I-
interested in gambling, but I am there to people watch. I am gonna go to a buffet. I am gonna drink, and
I'm
I
gonna
want to
just
see a
feel
show.
thin. I'm just gonna feel thin.
What about, can we get back to Connecticut though? Isn't this also a casino? Or are you
Yeah,
going to
but
do
it's
those
not
things?
Vegas. It's not
Yeah,
a
but
Vegas.
it's not
or
Vegas.
like-
It's just a casino in
You never been to
Connecticut.
these things?
I mean, do I strike you as
No,
like the
I
casino
just
Yes.
type?
Well, it's
Chain smoking at like a
I know
slot
nothing
machine?
about gambling. I can't play poker. I don't
don't-
understand cards.
It's
I don't know any of
so
it.
they give you chips. So you put down
I mean, that I know.
$500, 500 crispy $100 bills, and
And
they
they
give you
gi-
back these chips. So now
No thanks.
the thought of money it's not money anymore.
Right.
Now it's a piece of plastic
right.
that you're playing with, and you've no real feel for it.
Right.
I'll never forget. I did
Wow.
a show one time in Atlantic City. Friends of mine brought me. We flew on a private plane there, and the whole thing.
Must
for
be
the-
nice.
And I sat at a table with them, and they were gambling 50,000.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
crazy.
huge hands, and they were tipping the guy, and the tips were $250 sometimes. A chip of $250. They would just throw it back to the guy.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
when it came out like a half of a
Yeah, yeah,
thing,
yeah, yeah.
whatever. And some at the time, hey Modi, play in with us, and they threw me the chip.
and you went right to the cashier.
I said no problem. I'm in. And when they turned away, I put it in my pocket. I'm not putting $250 is to me 2 cameos. It's
Half a Prada t-shirt.
half a.
It's at least one date night.
No, I'm not throwing a chip on a table. It's not.
I bought a
agree.
Prada
it's
backpack. Did I
it's-
tell you?
You know what it is? It's no derech eretz to money. It's no respect for money.
It's
You're
not the-
showing no
it's not
respect
the
to
root,
money,
yeah.
and money is an energy that needs to be given respect. And throwing it on a table as a piece of plastic, it takes all the respect out of it, and you're an idiot. What are you, an idiot?
That's why.
We're about to do a show
You're
here.
in a building that's massive. They're feeding you for free, pumping oxygen in. You think they think the odds aren't against you?
Are you going to lead with that when you get on stage? Are you guys stupid?
No. But
No,
the
but-
people at this comedy club are not necessarily the
Right.
casino patrons.
This is
just.
Well,
This is not like people.
I am excited because there's a mechanical bull there, and I am going to ride it.
You're not.
Oh.
So you're not. So how's that? So you're
Why?
not. So that's something you're not
Why?
doing.
Why?
Because that's how you break your nose and your face.
I've already had it done once.
no,
we could do it
but
again.
that's something you're not doing.
I want to ride the mechanical bull.
I
think
have
I'd be
seen the
good at
mechanical
it.
bull take people's faces out.
Nuh-uh.
That motion when they go like this, and their face smashes into what they're holding. I have seen the craziest accident live, not like in a video.
Really?
Live. I swear to God. In
Okay,
LA,
but they don't have the core strength that I do.
you can't.
Speaking of core strength, do you want to talk about my blood flow restriction training?
that
Yes.
was my next move.
that was you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, for briefly,
For the people who don't know, I
What-
posted
like,
a
what-
picture on Instagram,
and I freaked out.
and we were working out with our trainer Stanislav Kravchenko.
Is that his last name?
I think that's how you pronounce
Stan.
it. Stan, who's one of our best friends and also our trainer who we
Yes.
work out with.
He's one of your best friends?
He's definitely somebody very close to us.
Stan knows more
than
about me
trained.
than a lot of my friends do.
He's definitely a friend
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
It's like half therapy, half working out.
for both of us.
right,
yeah.
right.
Both
Okay.
him and us.
And I see him twice, 3 times a week, which is more than some of my friends in New York City. No?
Yes, for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
I'm just wondering, like, it's an interesting relationship. Like, I wonder,
We have a very unique relationship, I think. We do
like,
with
does
Stan.
he like you guys as much as you guys like him?
I think he does.
I think he
We
does.
may be delusional, but I
No,
think he
no.
does.
I've asked him.
He's gonna say no.
I said, listen, I do all your clients. He
No, some of his
truly
clients are
loves
miserable.
what he does, and it shows because he has a full calendar. He's a full calendar, a full
you can't get in.
schedule. You can't get in. Where other trainers just have hours in between their day to do nothing but look at themselves. He's fully booked, and all his clients love him. And he's
there from like 7
got
a.m.
this
to 9 p.m.
And it's insane. He's the best. And so, but we are friends. He's been to our house for Shabbat dinner.
He came to our Hanukkah party last year.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't meet him.
We've gone out. I mean, he was the giant Ukrainian guy. I don't
I
know.
feel like everybody there was a giant
literally.
Ukrainian.
No, those were just gay men.
So it was. So you did this thing
So
where
there's thing called blood flow restriction training where he puts these cuffs on your arm and then he puts like the blood pressure thing on it and it squeezes it really tight.
Why?
And then it restricts the blood flow to like your biceps. And then you do the workout and then you do however many it is. You have to be careful because you could hurt yourself.
Right.
Like,
Why? Why do you have to
and-
do that?
And then when you take it off, all the blood rushes right to the muscle and it's supposed to like be good for the muscle and help it recover and get bigger faster. But also you walk around with giant arms for like 24 hours.
But why? Why can't you just do like a normal thing that you don't have to maybe like rip your muscles?
Because it's fun. You saw the picture.
No, it looked
I'm
insane.
going to get
I
cast
was
in a
worried.
Marvel movie.
You don't need to do that to get cast in a Marvel
you do.
Marvel
Yes, you
movie.
do.
I don't know. It looked a little bit dangerous, like the mechanical bull esque.
I'm going to
What's
ride the mechanical
dangerous?
bull with
It's
the blood
something
flow
that's-
restriction bands
it's a
on me.
working out. It's a working out thing. What are you making it dangerous?
It looked. I was worried. He was like all like huge and muscles were like red, and I was like,
It's
"What
called
is?"
a pump, Periel.
It's called the goal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. It seems like a normal like workout. Like you look pretty jacked.
Thanks.
welcome.
You hear that, everyone?
Anyway,
Anyway,
that was that was what you were asking about on the at the picture. The other thing we had. Okay, so you know what? I went to a Halloween party.
Last night?
Yeah, Chris. We can mention his name or no? It doesn't matter. Chris.
Our friend Chris and Simon.
And you know, it's like, you know, when you go to Shabbat dinners and it's beshefa, everything is abundance. It's abundance. There's only 12 people at the meal, but there's food for 180. And different desserts and 2 kinds of chickens and 2 kinds of meats and 3 salads. But there's like only the 10 people there. Last night, I mean, this is from what I don't know a thing about Halloween. I know you have candy to give the kids, and his thing was full candy bars.
yeah.
The full size
The
ones.
full size, the king size of every candy bar laid out on a silver tray. It was the tray the size of this table.
Love it.
All like
Yeah.
like merchandised.
Yeah.
Every single. It was so beautiful
This was inside though. At
in his house, and he also had. They have a townhouse, and they for the kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
they
2 people outside with the trays.
are they in the West Village?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gotten candy bars from them.
They're the best.
So
They're
the
the
kids know
best.
about this. And he says, I wasn't going to do it this year, but one of the moms came over to us when we were standing outside and said, oh, our kids all look forward to your house for trick or
That's
treat.
so funny.
But it was just so beautiful. And he had it like displayed all over the house. And
It's true. We've been there because
it's such a
that's so
move.
cute. Those are your friends.
Well, I'm sure there's,
Yeah.
I mean, in the West Village, there's probably multiple townhouses who give out the big candy
know,
bars.
No,
I know
no,
that-
no.
That they have 2 people standing outside. So
No.
manning it. So the party was inside the house.
Yeah, he has 2 assistants outside giving the kids trick-or-treaters, and he's having his party inside.
which
Yeah.
also had trays all over the place of these massive amounts of candies as a decoration, more of as a because
ate
no one's
them.
eating them. I mean, on the way home,
I ate
we
them.
took a whole bunch and put it in the freezer. So when we have the munchies one night,
oh, amazing.
but it was such a nice. It's such an easy thing to do, you know. But it's such a
Yeah, you go to Costco and buy the big bat.
I'm trying to think of what street it's on because that's where I used to take Ari.
Jane.
Yeah.
It's on Jane Street, and I feel comfortable saying that because they're moving and they're not going to be there next
on
year.
the west side of the street, right?
On the west side of the
I mean,
street.
on the north side of the
Yes,
street. On the
yes,
north side of the
yes,
street.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
so funny.
Yeah, we
oh,
were
I
It was
last
love
such
night.
a nice Beshefa. It was just
Hamish.
It was Hamish. It
So
was Hamish.
Only
a
gay
Hamish
guys,
Halloween.
only gay guys in the West Village would be chic enough to do this, because I went trick or treating on the Upper West Side yesterday, and
Here's
they
a
were
Tootsie Roll?
yeah, they were giving out like one Tootsie
Ew,
Roll,
right?
and I was
Ew.
like, ew. The
Ew,
West
no,
Village,
I know,
yeah,
it's so
tr-
gross. Those little
No, these were like brand name
I
king size
know.
candy
but like
bars.
beautiful and Sour Patch and the that red fish,
The Three
sweetest fish.
Musketeers.
The Musketeers, but all of them and lines.
Yeah,
of them,
and they have it
lines.
like beautifully
And
displayed.
so beautifully
No,
done.
because Chris is good at his. Chris is an event production guy, and everything he does is to the nth level of professional and beautiful
Chic.
and perfect.
Leo just in general is loves party planners.
I love them.
Yeah.
He thinks
I think they have the hardest job in the world.
and he thinks that we should the
Well-
government should be made of. We should fire all
We
the
should fire
senators.
Pelosi and all these
Fire
people.
all the senators, fire all the congressmen, even governors.
event production
And-
people
and
should be
event
running
production
the
people.
country.
Show us like your resume should be like, this is a bar mitzvah I once did. This is a wedding I once did.
That's
this is
so
this party I once
interesting.
threw. This
The
is
country
for the
would
fashion show.
overnight.
Of this I did. If you can put together an event like that, amazing, with flowers and people coming on time and everything happening and it all gels and the pressure and the clipboard and everything, you can run the country.
No,
The-
because another thing is, I mean, I have yet to meet a party planner at these like really high level events who seem stressed at any point.
Oh, they're stressed.
They
They're not.
are. I'm not saying they're not, but
It's so
they
hidden.
have this poker
Yeah,
face
yeah, yeah.
So
that I'm
hidden.
like, I feel comfort right now. I feel safe. You have a clipboard and a headpiece,
Yeah.
and you could do surgery on me right now if you
we
wanted
were,
to.
I remember during the pandemic, we were in this event that I got hired for. They took a whole
Oh my God, this is
hotel.
amazing.
There were tents everywhere.
I was enamored with this woman.
Crazy amount of money they were spending. I was the Saturday night show, and they
Motzi
had
Shabbos.
Ishai Ribo. They brought Ishai Ribo from Israel to perform. It was incredible, and
It was pouring rain.
pouring rain, and this party planner was just this was her this is how she spoke, and this is how she moved, and she had the clipboard, and she had all the assistants coming, and they would all come in her face. The tent on the third piece flew away, and we lost all the chairs. She goes, bring the chairs from the other tent, bring them, just set it up in the back room of this. As soon as they finished breakfast, put them all there, and she get right back in the conversation with us.
It was amazing.
And Leo's cortisol is through the roof.
I'm shaking. I need
He's
a
shaking
Xanax.
because of what's happening. He has nothing to do with it,
Yeah.
but he is completely like, what are we gonna do?
No, it's like pouring rain. There's like water pouring
Yeah,
into
yeah.
the
You have to pivot.
where
You just
people are supposed to be
pivot.
sitting in 20
like
minutes.
nothing. Move
Well-
all the chairs from the bedroom to the.
Shout out to all the event production planner
Yeah.
people because God bless you.
I can promise you that having done that for years, that it is a bloody hell scene behind
I know
the veil.
it is.
It's
I know.
yeah.
But the
insane.
veil is what's
Yeah, the veil.
impressive.
You like the veil.
The veil's impressive.
The
Yeah.
veil's
You
impressive.
like the veil?
I think it's impressive. If it was me, I'd be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my
No,
God.
you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. It's like a doctor who's doing like
If I was a doctor, I'd
life-saving-
also be like, oh my God, 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 he's bleeding, oh my God.
No, but a doctor's working on the doctor doing surgery. Is he's in charge.
Right, but
He's
if
gotta
he
make the
comes
moves.
out of the surgery to like tell the family, he's not like, oh my God, I really like.
I'd be like, oh my
No.
God, guys, I'm so sorry. But like, he like bled out on the table.
No, but this is, they're not telling the family that the tent blew away. They're saying, hey, we're moving the lunch part into the ballroom.
Right.
And then that's
Speaking
great.
of events, at your niece's wedding that you officiated,
yes.
on the way out, do you know what they sent us home with?
What?
Oh my God.
Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
She's not religious, my niece.
Oh,
But they gave
should I have not said that?
Chick-fil-A's.
Why is she not
so
allowed
the
to
guests
not be
took them,
religious?
and it was just weird to see.
It was.
You know, we go to
I took
so many
two.
kosher events. We go to kosher
What is your
events.
face right now?
What? Why are you?
Don't you know about Chick-fil-A?
Oh, what? That they don't like gay people?
That they've donated
Who cares?
like I do. That place is banned from. That guy is like the worst person with your
so is,
Marjorie
like-
Taylor Greene and
so
your.
is the guy at
Chick-fil-A is just a
ExxonMobil. You just put
trade
gas in your car.
Don't start
Okay, fine. I'm not
No,
going to
let's
say.
go. I'm ready to go.
No. It was just for me the craziness
Look, when
was
I've had 17 martinis and I'm leaving the event and someone hands me a Chick-fil-A sandwich, I'm like, this is a gift from God.
Your politics go straight out the window.
In the garbage.
I'm like I just walked out, and in my it was hit. It's that's what hit you, and what hit you is that they're anti everything, and what hit me is like, oh wow, this is not a kosher wedding. This is not a. These are people who are not religious Jews.
Yeah, they were
and
shrimp at the sushi bar.
You know, I remember when we used to do when we were on that when I was in that whole bar mitzvah phase when we were. The thing was you left. They gave you a New York Times, a bag of bagels, and cream cheese. That was
That's
that was the gift because you Saturday night.
Oh, you left that late? That you would have the next
The New
day's
York
paper?
Times, yeah.
That's kind of chic.
Don't forget
That is
Saturday. It
chic.
starts very late if it's a Saturday night event.
That's chic.
It's
I
after
like that.
Shabbat, and then you give you a full fat Sunday Times, a bag of bagels, a cream cheese, maybe some other stuff. That was always the gift when you got
That's
out. And all of a sudden,
cute.
just see Chick-fil-A. I'm like, it's just like, wow, I forgot they're not. Which is fine. They're not kosher. They're not. It wasn't a religious wedding.
course
But
it's
it was
fine.
it was just funny to see that. Anyway, the Chick-fil-A.
That's very chic. The bagel and the New York Times.
You didn't get that? What did they give out at
well,
your
I wasn't
events?
going to kosher like religious things,
Oh,
so we weren't doing it that late.
Always. Fat New York Times.
You had the bat mitzvahs these days are completely insane. They're like
Yeah, they're out of control.
They're I was at one recently. I was
They're
I
like
told you
$1
he was
million
in shock.
events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like in shock. He could
No,
not
I've-
figure out what was going
I've been
on.
to several. It's like it's disorienting.
I think it's also a New York thing.
Probably.
I always have a comparison between New York Jews and like LA Jews. That the New York Jews just love to spend money. They have it. They
Thank
want to
God for
blow
them,
it
too.
They're doing it. They're just like
Info
here,
at modilive.com.
boom. Bring a comedian, this and that. How much? No problem. Do it. We'll make it happen. Get a crane. It was a roof party. They craned a pizza oven onto the top of the roof,
God
As
bless.
one does.
as one does. But I'm just
God
saying
bless.
it's
God bless.
it's a
Was
New
it a
York
kosher
thing.
pizza?
Spend your money. Spend your money.
Spend your money.
Enjoy it. What the hell?
Spend your money by buying tickets to shows.
To shows. Yes. What
At
shows?
Mohegan Sun, December 1st through the 3rd. Listen, all your shows except for the Mohegan Sun ones because they just went on sale and are sold out. It's
Thank
insane.
God. London. Oh, since last we had a podcast, we went. We
launched London. We have two
in March 1st.
March 1st, a 7 o'clock and a 9:30 show.
Sold
They're both
out.
sold out.
Unreal.
No, but look,
Amazing.
we posted it we posted at 3:30 on New York time. By nighttime, New York
first show was sold
nighttime,
out.
it was sold out.
Yeah.
People in London woke up the next day.
Amazing.
All of which, oh great, Murray's coming to London in March.
Yeah.
We'll wait to get tickets. Gone.
Yeah.
So we put another show on, and it went even quicker.
Wow.
And people were just like,
So
we
there's
just
two seatings of 400 people right now on March 1st.
yeah.
And then we're going to be adding a late show on March 2nd. And then we'll
And
see
then
if
probably
we'll go from there.
Yeah, we'll take it from there. But it's
And-
what about Paris?
So
Yes.
that's interesting. You should say that because we've gotten many a request from Paris,
Parisians.
from Parisian Jews.
Yeah.
And I put feelers out there to be like, okay, if we were to, you saw I post on your story. I was
Yeah.
like, hey, if we were to come to Paris, like what venue like
Right.
specifically would be good for Modi? Like trying to figure out like maybe if there's something near the Jewish area.
The Jewish quarter, sure.
People said this place called Olympia, which I reached out to. And then there's a comedy club called Fridge, but it looks kind of small.
Yeah. No.
But we could definitely
Okay.
do Paris.
Hermes. I want to perform in Hermes.
Oh, I am
in the lobby
so
of Hermes.
coming
Give me a
to that.
microphone. Seat them in those little
An
leather
orange
chairs.
microphone.
So
An
chic.
orange microphone.
Ooh, Hermes microphone.
With like the little Hermes logo here.
I love it.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So chic.
sensual.
What about at the
name
Prada
of the
store
show will be
here?
called Birkin. What?
He went so far.
Maybe Kelly.
He
Maybe
got
Kelly.
so deep in there.
Kelly Birkin.
What about the Prada store here? Would be amazing to do a show.
Which
with that-
one?
The one in Soho with that deep.
Oh wow!
Maybe
yeah.
Balenciaga will do it as atonement for their ties with Kanye West. It'll be like,
Good.
we cut ties with Kanye. Now we're supporting
Modi.
Good.
Modi.
Good. I like that.
How's he doing? What's
Not-
Kanye up
not
to?
well.
He's not
Not
well.
We're
well.
not even going
Yeah.
to give him the airtime today.
Nah, just drop dead.
Yeah.
How's that for airtime? And that's
So then your shows at Sony Hall 22nd, 24th, 25th, 26th, they're all sold out.
yep.
We might be adding another show on the 21st.
And people.
And so if you see that go on sale and you don't have tickets yet, buy them, because don't text Modi asking for tickets. It's annoying and it's tacky.
friends have
Period.
been friends, like support your friends, whatever they're doing. Don't ask them to hold tickets for you or buy tickets for you or get you ticket. Support. It's how much is a ticket for those shows?
They're like $40.
$40-something. Buy a ticket. Even if you don't go, buy a ticket.
Okay.
It's like, what the hell is your problem?
I feel like people do that when the show's sold out, though. That's
No,
like-
they do
no,
it.
They
both.
do it all.
But also, yes, don't sit on your ass
And wait,
and
yeah,
wait, and then
no.
at the 11th hour, be like, hey, by the way, me and 6 people wanted to come to your show. I'm like,
No.
what?
So
am I
good
gonna
thing
add-
you wanted to.
I'm gonna physically add seats to the venue? Like, what do you want me
Yeah.
to do for you?
I feel like I did that.
And now we just take Baruch Hashem that
You're
these are our
different. You're
problems.
backstage.
No, you're not sitting in the audience.
There's backstage
There's
friends
backstage friends.
and there's go sit over there, friends.
Right.
Dina,
okay.
all of Dina's friends all come to her. I want to get tickets for Modi's show. Can you get? She's looking. Can I get you? Do I look like ModiLive.com?
Right.
Go get your tickets. He goes, don't you have tickets? She says, I sit backstage with them.
No,
I'm
but
like,
so those are gonna be 6 shows at Sony Hall.
There's gonna be yes.
They're gonna be litty titty.
I invited Dave to do the shows. I no guarantee if he'd come or not.
Eric
And
Newman's
then Eric
gonna
Newman's
open.
hosting it. I'm trying to think. Maybe should we? I don't know if we should put somebody else on, because don't forget they're eating before, right? There's like a food thing before.
I think they will be serving food. I think you can order food.
Yeah. So that's that. And I think we are good for this episode. No?
It's good.
that a
It's
wrap?
good.
That's
It's
a wrap.
feel like
Yeah.
I got a
41
lot of-
minutes is I mean, we're trying to
perfect.
figure this out. Thank you all for listening. I can't wait a minute. What did we completely forgot? Stupid.
Oh,
You sent us the first pilot of it. and
Yeah. It's a
little
I was
snippet.
blown away.
really?
Blown away. Blown
really
away.
cute.
I was not expecting for it to be that good.
Oh my god!
Stupid is a cartoon animated show that takes place on the stoop of the Comedy
The
Cellar.
iconic stoop.
Iconic stoop. And it's you.
I'm
Danny Cohen plays a pigeon.
Danny Cohen plays. So it's an animated talk show,
Right.
Yeah.
and I'm hosting it.
It's
and
amazing.
Danny Cohen plays a pigeon who's
Yep.
sort of, co-host, and Marcus Monroe, who's a comedian who's been on the podcast, who
Yes.
plays a squirrel.
It's so good. It looks really good.
It's so good. It's so funny. It sounds so good.
Yeah.
Thank
and your
you.
animations are. It was giving me very. What's it called? That show? Katya and Trixie.
Oh, Katya and Trixie.
When she popped the head on it, it's like that's all they do on that show, which is really funny.
It was.
There's a show on, I think it's on YouTube. It's called spelled UHH.
HHHHHHHHH.
N.
Yeah.
It's
Something like that.
Trixie and Katya.
Yeah.
It's a very, very, very funny show
They're
to
drag
watch.
queens.
They're both drag queens. It's hysterical, and the show gave me a little bit. It's a successful show, and yours
Thank you.
gave me a lot of that. So
Are you excited? It's the
I'm super excited. It was illustrated by Grippa, Zach, who is
Who's
here.
also on the
He was on the
podcast.
podcast,
Yeah.
one of our earlier ones. Yeah, I'm really excited.
it's all coming out at once.
I don't think so. I think
You're
we're going
gonna
to do
stagger.
one episode
And they're
a
gonna
week.
live on Instagram?
No,
And YouTube?
No.
YouTube. They live on YouTube
As shorts.
as shorts. It's
Yeah.
it's a
Andrew
short.
Schultz says shorts are the future.
Oh well, maybe Andrew Schultz
for
wants
sure,
to produce
no one
show.
wants to see anything over 59 seconds.
Nope.
And even that is
Get
a lot
outta
for them.
here.
Flip, 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 flip,
but
flip,
not
flip,
if
flip,
it's
flip.
on like I mean, you watch The Crown. You watch
That's different.
Different.
If I'm on my, if
I'm
you're
caught up.
scrolling on your phone,
Right.
I am ready for the new season of The Crown. I finished watching all the episodes. I'm all caught up. You know,
oh, we started watching White Lotus season 2 last
Oh, I
night.
love
So
that.
The
good.
first season was so good, and we started the first episode last night of season 2.
and it kind of gave. but
Aubrey Plaza looks incredible.
I don't know who that is.
She's the girl from Parks and Rec. She always plays like kind of like a frumpy character and everything, and she's like this beautiful, like she's always
With
been
attitude.
beautiful, but like
Was she in the first season?
no. It's a
Okay.
different
Only one that's
cast.
the
Only
same-
Jennifer Coolidge is back.
Yes,
I love
which-
her.
because she won an Emmy for the first season.
She was
so good.
incredible.
And she
pretty sure.
came back as herself, which
Yeah.
is so good.
And
so
Michael
smart.
Imperioli's in that too, right?
Who?
Michael Imperioli.
The guy from Sopranos.
Yes, yes,
Christopher!
yes. Christopher.
Yeah, it's
He's
really
there.
good.
He's amazing.
He's great.
He's amazing.
It was a good episode. And so that's exciting. That's it. We are finished, right? Anything else to cover?
I mean,
ModiLive.com, all shows that are available, and say hi and
Periel Ashen brand. Thank you.
bye.
bye.